right, August 30th, 2022, take 3. We got the audio figured out here with the mics, so it is probably past 10 a.m. We are back. Good stuff. All right, 10:14 a.m. Good stuff. So I have the bottom mic covered right now. It'll be easy for me to cover the one on the side of the phone as I'm facing, and I'll leave the far side exposed. So we're good to go whenever, if ever, we get that road closure. Yeah, thank you too, Amanda. Good stuff. That way, you know, the next generation of people who come here to the Ocean Camp channel don't have to go through all of that we just went through. You know, it's we got the mic figured out. That's good stuff. We're getting some wind right now, so the camera's shaking a little bit. There is a little bit of a, you can see right over there, there is a little bit of venting happening. Earlier we were seeing a lot more. locked in the camera here. There's another gentleman named Benjamin Fulford, and he has a website called benjaminfulford.net. And every Monday he puts out a, hey Sir Chris, yep, we're back. On his benjaminfulford.net, he puts out his spin on what might be happening on the global stage amongst governments and different families. So Garth 5000 says, I was just watching Elon at the shareholders meeting again. He is amazing. So good humor too. Ah, good. I have to check that out. Thanks, Garth. I didn't know that had happened. Good stuff. When was that meeting, Garth? At this point, I'm kind of wondering if the road closure is going to happen. They probably got about another 45 minutes to do something today. They have all day to do it, but to do a road closure, they oftentimes do it before 11 a.m. Central Time. So we're coming up in the next 45 minutes with some type of decision, I think, I would imagine. August 5th. Okay, good stuff. Thanks, Garth. I'll check it out. Thank you. I think in order to buy Twitter, he had sold or gotten financing for about $40 billion of financing or whatever, and that was when the stock, Tesla or SpaceX stock, I think it was Tesla stock, was pretty high. So I think through the bidding on Tesla, the SpaceX stock and the whole stock market crashed quite a bit. So I think maybe 30%. I don't know how much his stock went down. So he had about $40 billion in cash or financing that he could use if the Twitter deal didn't go through, to buy back into SpaceX. So if you imagine you sold $40 billion worth of your own Tesla stock, and then the stock went down 20 to 30%, I don't know what it was, and then you have the opportunity to buy back in of your own stock at a discount, that's pretty good, especially when you're in the $40 billion range of cash. So I would be happy about that too. That would be pretty nice. Or you could just buy back in 100% of what you had before and keep the rest in cash. 30% profit on $40 billion is about $12 billion. That's pretty good. Or maybe he used that cash to pay off some of his debt, reduce debt, and buy back some of your own stock, or maybe all of it, reduce some debt. That's a good spot to be in. Hey Dave, I'm taking my shirt off. No point being out there sweating with the shirt on. All right, somebody's going toward that camera, which they put out this morning. I believe it's on that, you can see there in the bottom left, there individual walking over there. I believe there's a camera up on that thing. Maybe they'll be adjusting that. Or not, we'll see. There is just above that right now, there was a camera, I believe, right up there, placed there this morning. I guess, maybe they're just checking to make sure it's locked. I don't know. Okay. You know, there's a whole thing about insider trading, right? The SEC goes off there, all these different companies and people for insider trading. But the members of Congress are not exposed to those rules, so they're allowed to trade on the inside knowledge that they have over there in Congress and, you know, and the Senate, the House and the Senate. Here in the United States, they're the insiders who actually make the rules, and they're allowed to trade on those rules because they are exempt from the insider trading. It's quite convenient. Hey, Stephanie. You know, maybe SpaceX should sell guitars, or they could sell little booster mock-ups, right? I'm sure if they had a gift shop here, a lot of people would come and buy those 3D printed parts or boosters or whatever. There is a large group here in the SpaceX crowd that makes those 3D mock-ups of the different boosters. So I don't know, maybe they would resell, maybe act like a distributor for other people's products. That could be a good SpaceX thing, or just make their own replicas of the boosters, miniaturized boosters. Dave, thanks. Good stuff. Good camera shot, huh? Good stuff. If you're Robert asks how much money is how much trade in the different tokens, you can look on some of those crypto websites to see the daily volume for different tokens, maybe even on Yahoo Finance. Yeah, it's only 720 MVN. If you'd like to get a better equipment here, you can make a donation to the channel, contribute to the channel, and we will get some extra cameras and equipment and maybe buy some gas, you know. Thanks, MV. Yeah, it's 720. I think the last 4 hours I probably made about 60 cents. So you gotta figure 60 cents divided by 4 hours is about 4, 5, 6, about 15 cents an hour I'm making here. Adios, VW. Good stuff. Nice to see you so far this morning. Hey, Gary, good morning. Dave, maybe I'll buy a couple Doge. 2 Doge per hour, right? 8 cents or so. It's not about what it is right now. I get 2 Doge every hour. Not going to help when I got to pay like 15 bucks for gas, so every day. What time we got here? I'll stay till 11. Crossroads, awesome. There we go. Thank you, Crossroads. You made the day worthwhile. Thank you. Yeah, Dave, I did send in a couple applications yesterday to SpaceX for a couple jobs. I redid my resume to make it look a little bit more modern. Thanks, Crossroads. There is a command here with a Nightbot. You can do exclamation mark weather, and that'll show up the weather, the temperature here. So the weather is partly cloudy with temperature 86 Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius. The wind is from the southeast, 86 Fahrenheit, so southeast at 15 an hour, 24 kilometers an hour, and the current humidity is 82%. So it's kind of warm for this time of the day, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and we got steady wind at 15 miles an hour or 24 kilometers, and the relative humidity is kind of high a little bit. Yeah, it's Port Isabel. It's about 5 miles up the road, up the beach here from us here at SpaceX. Hey, one. A little bit of Doge, but I have some derivatives of Bitcoin in the form of some of the bull tokens, BULL. If you look on and if the Ethereum gets, so talking about Bitcoin and that kind of stuff. I have some of the derivative tokens, some of the 3x long tokens on some of the different top 10 100 tokens, maybe top 50. I got a few of those, a little bit of money in there, and if that ever goes back to what it was, then I will be a multi-millionaire. So, but I have just less than anyway. I've got a little small amount of money, and if it ever were to go back to what it was, those bull tokens, the FTX bull tokens on the different top 10, top 50 tokens, if they went back to what they were. For instance, some of the tokens now are less than 1/100th of a penny, or even a thousandth or a 10,000th of a penny, whereas before they were worth 1 penny, or they were worth even 1,000, 10, or 20, or $50,000. Some of these tokens, which are now worth less than $1 or less than a penny. So I owned, if you had, like I say, if you had $100 of something that was worth 8/10 of a 7 zeros and a 1, or 6 zeros and a 1, $1 1.00 was $1. So if you had a 0.000001, if that was one token, and whereas before it was about a penny, so you could make quite a bit of money if that ever went back to what it was. So in the same way, I own some things which are worth 0.000016 right now, where they used to be about $1 or $7. And if you own 100 of those, then you're a millionaire if it goes back to $1. So there's Bitcoin, there's the BTC bull, there's the ETH bull, there's the LTC bull, there's 3X bull tokens. So that's what I focused and I have some of just a few of the regular tokens, less than $100 of the regular tokens. So just little tokens. If they ever did go back in that direction, there's something called the Dragon Portfolio. Okay, get closer to the mic. Sorry, Gary. There's something called the Dragon Portfolio. All right. The idea behind having a Dragon Portfolio is to have, I think, 20 different sectors where you have maybe 5% or less of your total investing income in each of those different 20 totally different sectors. So, and then in each one of those sectors, you don't want more than 5% of your total investment or something like that. So, so each one of those sectors is divided again into 20 or so. So the Dragon Portfolio is I think to have certain industries or certain sectors, whether it's the real estate, gold, silver, stocks, some other type of commodities, crypto, there's a lot of different asset sectors that you can get involved in, and the Dragon Portfolio is kind of refining that into kind of a wide variety of worthwhile things. I don't have a Dragon Portfolio, obviously. I haven't been focused so much on money over the last many years. To the age of 24, 25, I was focused on in the first 19 years of my life, of course, I was doing what I had to do. And when I became 19, I had an out-of-body experience. And then I got into meditation. So I got into consciousness and spirituality and meditation and out-of-body experiences and all that. So the next 5-6 years, I focused on that, and I achieved the oneness and the one. So I got to the top of the pyramid, and then I got above the top of the pyramid because I was satisfied at all my other levels at that time. So now, since the age of since about 2005 is when I read the Robert Kiyosaki Rich Dad Poor Dad book, and that explained a lot of things for me in the Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Explained a lot of things in finance to me and got me excited about business again. I'd never been excited about money or anything like that in business, but that's when it dawned on me after reading that book. And since then, I've been doing different businesses and learning and growing and giving back through the different businesses for society. Having previously had the out-of-body experiences and all that meditation stuff, so doing different businesses to in a good way. So, yep. Value creation, right? Yep. Value creation. Yeah, it's a pretty broad basket, Amanda. Look up the Dragon portfolio. Yeah, Elon Musk is good for giving that to people as well. The inspiration to do better in business, right? To build stuff is what Elon has been saying, I think, is to build stuff, right? Yeah, read Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I would recommend that if you haven't done that already. And then there's some other books like there's another book where they say to save 10% of your income, etc. Every time you get paid, pay yourself first, and that kind of stuff. There's some type of venting behind the booster, I think, in that area back there. Thanks, Tony. Good stuff. The wind just picked up, so we're getting some more noise here. I don't have any earplugs, Tony. I do in the truck. Sorry. Yeah, I do have earplugs. Not on me right now, though. Yeah. Thanks. There's a lady on YouTube who I posted here in the community section, and she talks about boring businesses. So there are things that you can do to make a lot of money if if you're interested in just making money, there are things that you can do. One of them is to open a laundromat. And another one is so this lady on YouTube just does videos. She apparently has $50 million at the moment. She made a bunch of money, but she does videos about how to what businesses make money and which ones how you can get started in these different businesses. So yeah, there are things you can do to make money, and yeah, I mean, you can become a realtor and maybe become a realtor and help sell property, and you get 3 to 6% as a seller's broker or buyer's broker. You could again open a laundromat. She's got a lot of videos, and I like the way she talks and the businesses she shows. She interviews people who own these different businesses who explain the cash flow and the cost of getting into the business and how they did it. Yeah. Yeah, check out the go back in the community section here. You'll see that video. It's called Boring Businesses in the community chat here on YouTube at the Ocean Camera Space Corp channel. It's a good video to watch. It's inspiring and stuff. I think Cody, maybe Cody something is the name. Check her out. Maybe Cody Sanchez, possibly. Cody Phillips, something like that. Yep. Hey, Daniel asked when it will be launched. Elon said that one of their goals this year is to launch by the end of this year. So sometime by the end of this year is the goal here. If any of the mods can check out that link to that boring video in the community chat, if you could put it in the chat here. Otherwise, no worries. Okay, you found it. Gary has a link there. Good stuff. I'm not able to click on it right now, but cool. Maybe someone check that out. And if it says Boring Businesses by a girl talking about business, then that's probably it. I'd say check that out. Check that video out, people. She is a good person. Yeah, well, I can say one, when I went to, I've been to Africa a few times in my younger ages. When I was there in 2013, I went to West Africa, to Cameroon for 3 months. And as I walked around on the street, some of the kids pointed at me and said, white man, white man. So if you're not liking how you're treated where you are, maybe go to somewhere where there are more people like you, and then try it out there. But even in Africa, you can, as a white person, you can go to certain countries in Africa, and since there are no white people there, they will say white man or white woman, or they'll point at you, because it's so odd to see someone in white skin color. But the life there in those countries oftentimes is it's a hard life. You get malaria twice a year, and maybe your president of your country is a totalitarian, has been there over 10, 15 years, or has been there maybe 20, 30 years. So you don't really get a voice in some of those countries. yeah, even though you might not think it's that good where you are, it might be pretty good where you are. Ah, good one. You went to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam too, and yeah, I guess it goes back to what Dan Pena said. Dan Pena is another guy on YouTube. You can find him, Dan Pena, and he says he says just fucking do it, is what he says. Just fucking do it, you know. So if you're having problems where you are, just you know, that's what Dan says. Just do it. I think some of the jobs at Tesla and or SpaceX are, some of them involve, I think, customer service, and if you do know Vietnamese, if you know how to speak Vietnamese, the language, and if you are an American, a citizen here in the United States, and you speak Vietnamese, that is maybe, I think there may be a customer service position for that type of skill that you have there. So maybe check into that. Look for Vietnamese on the careers page over there at Tesla. And I would also recommend read the Robert Kiyosaki books and read the Dan Pena books. Maybe read the Grunch book by Buckminster Fuller, and that should get you started if you're not already on the way. There's another guy on YouTube named Patrick Bet David. His channel is called Valuetainment, and he's got a lot of good motivational chats with different experts and people throughout the country and the globe here. So check him out if you haven't seen him. Another guy called London Real is another YouTube channel. He's pretty good too. Yeah, there's another thing about Dan Pena says the more intelligent you are, the harder it is sometimes for you to do good in business, because you're trying to do the spreadsheets and do the charts and everything else. You know, you're trying to make sure you're not going to fail, you're not going to have any hardship, right? But the thing about business is you got to fail to go forward, you know, you got to make mistakes. And so the problem with really educated people is they try and do all the spreadsheets and charts and everything else, map it out. They want to map the whole way out. And that's where the phrase by Dan Pena says to just fucking do it. He says the people who are smarter, like the engineers, they have a harder time at business. The doctors and the lawyers have a harder time at business because they're trying to map out the whole way, and you just gotta do step by step kind of thing, you know. Sorry if you're doing any cursing or whatever, you know. I know I'm cursing here, but we have a got an old cursing policy here on the channel. far as having a savior, I mean, some people want a savior. Whatever works for you. You know, for me, I don't want a savior. I want to, you know, I want to do my own thing, kind of thing. You know, I don't worship anybody or anything. Once you reach enlightenment, or once you realize the connection with everybody, it's good to have people that you listen to and stuff. But as far as the savior, you know, save myself, you know, kind of thing. Hey Mark, good stuff. Hey William. See what time it is? It's 10:57 Central Time. All I can say is nobody has it any better than anybody else, is all I can say. When it comes to living here on the earth and being an infinite being, everybody has a equal task of achieving that realization of the connectivity between all the different people. So nobody has it any easier than anybody else. A lot of the rich people and their families have a lot of drug problems and other problems. Or they go... they spend more money than they have, kind of thing. So nobody has it any better, really, than anybody else. Yeah. Yep. Even that guy Dan Pena, he's had to have his knees amputated and his shoulders amputated. He's got fake hardware in his knees and his arms, so he's had to put up with a lot of stuff, and he still doesn't know the connectivity between everybody. So. Yeah, and also if you're looking at economics, you can look at the USA as ideal economically, but you can also look at the population rate here in the United States, and it is decreasing. That's because due to all the there are a variety of reasons, men aren't having sex with women, or they are and they're using contraceptives or whatever. So the birth rate in the third income in the lower third world nations, second world nations is much higher than the birth rate here in the United States. So if having sex is important to you, then it's better to be in a third world nation, is what I would say. It'd be better to be not in the United States. There's trade-offs for everything. Raul says booster static fire 33 engines plus 24 engines, total 36 engines. So 24 plus 3, huh? I don't follow you there. For SN24 has 3, huh? SN24 has 6 or 9. I think it's 6 or 9 on the SN24, right? Maybe it only has 3 at the moment. I don't know how many it has. Yeah, okay, I've traveled to over 50, maybe closer to 100 countries around the globe here. And yeah, I've seen all around the world how people live. I haven't been much around China. I haven't been much I haven't been to Russia. I have not been to Ukraine or some of those northeastern areas over there on the east. But I've been to Southeast Asia, most of the countries there. I've been to Australia and New Zealand. I haven't been to India, but I would like to. I wouldn't mind living there. But I have been to Vietnam, and I have seen the conditions there. A lot of eagles, good stuff. Nice. Yeah, this is right here at the bench. Good stuff. Hey, Yasiru. But if you want to empower yourself, you can there's some venting over there. Plant a tree or help things change where you are. Make, if you can, if you're interested, help things change where you are. Yeah, I believe the world is full of opportunity, and there's no one thing that anyone is limited to. So if you think you only have one option, then you got to find another channel, because that's not the motto of this channel. This channel is about many options, and you can choose, maybe choose the options that you want, but I don't believe anyone only has one option. Sure, Chris. Adios. Nice to see you. It's 11:04. Oh, I can't really see the time. It's 11:04, I think. I'll probably be ending this in 15 minutes. If we don't see a road closure in the next 15, I'll probably end it. Hey, Robert. Yep. later, Sir Chris. Yeah, Cyril, no word yet on the road closure. I don't know yet. Still sketchy. Okay, Gary says there is an OP notice for today, overpressurization. So there is a notice. Good stuff. Hey, Johnny, 303. Hey, Jackie, good morning. Nice to see you. You too, Jackie. Thanks for the kind words. Good stuff. Good on you. Take care of yourself. Tom Tech, nice. I may be here just about another 10, 15 minutes. I've been here about 2-3 hours now, maybe 4 hours. Maybe 3 hours, I think it's just over 3 hours. I'm gonna fix the tripod here a little bit. Just a minute. Getting a lot of wind here. That's why it's shaking. Look at that, they're putting the table underneath, everybody. All right, see that right there, bottom right. I've never seen that before. Look at that. The wind is 15 miles an hour, 24 kilometers. All right, no booster testing today, that's for sure. It's called off, everybody. Maybe they can fix whatever they need to fix and then take it away and do the road closure, you know. There could be a road closure any time today, but I think we've come past the 11 a.m. time frame. Usually they do it on or before 11 a.m. Thanks, Amanda. See what time we got here. 11:21. Okay, good stuff. minutes and then end this stream here. If you like what you see, consider donating to the channel. There's a donate button in the description of the video. Give a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe possibly if you're not already subscribed. That does help out the channel. We're gonna maybe do a shadow bar. I just put a table underneath the boat. Yeah. Almost every day. So there's a good possibility they'll do a road closure later today, but I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna go get some food and maybe go back to the temp agency and see if I can find any work. I'll be checking my chat here. If you have any messages, ideas, or anything you want to talk about, you can tell me in a message or something. And thanks, good stuff. Well, Michael signing out with Ocean Camera Space Corp here. Looking at the August 30th, 2022, possibly there will be some type of static fire in the next couple days, if not today. Yeah, thanks Johnny, 3 on 3, thanks Jackie, Crossroads, thank you so much, Gary, Tony, Tom Tech, you're all cool, you've helped out quite a bit over time, thanks. That's true, it's good that we got the mics figured out today as well. Thanks everybody. Wishing you the best of days today, and whenever you're watching this, maybe back from what we call the future, or possibly another dimension. You're welcome to tune in and see what we're doing on this date at this time, around 11:25 in the morning on August 30th, 2022, a Tuesday in the United States of America at SpaceX South Texas launch site here in what we call the United States of America. Signing out here on Earth, third planet from the sun. Take care. Signing out. See you on the next one.